And we're back. So now then, time to actually do this how I usually do this, now that we've seen the other outcome. And fair to get all the armor from it. But this is how I usually do things.
Patrolling on an empty stomach. Oof, dreadful.
Wee. At least they have a bot.
Faster!
Well, one didn't. Well, two did. The heck? No, child. Gotta save the child. No, you're all the way over there. I thought I strong attack. No, I need to get into combat. Up and down the stairs. Oh well. Who said you could fire?
Need to look around. Armor proved useless. Claws sliced through steel like through butter.
Oh, well, we can obviously fight the vampires. Her.
They broke formation, ran.
Yeah, makes sense. I mean, holy crap, we're dying to freaking vampires. What do we do? That person's on fire. There's a werewolf screaming there.
Barricade put up in the street.
Oh no, they're vampires. Oh god, that was flying for me. See those whole shit. Nope, I don't understand.
Nice tea.
Now it's not the time for nice tea in this game. Much difference if the Alps are red and the Bruts. Oh, I thought that killed me. I'm disappointed. You're dead. You're supposed to be. Vampires. Okay, so it's going this way. That.
Must be in the bank. Barricaded themselves inside.
Power. Oh, there's a horse on fire. Oh, the horse is on fire.
You killed it. Single-handedly. That harlot's brood slaughtered half my unit.
Hey,
See, it
don't
came
cry.
damn close to slaughtering you as well. Need to withdraw. You and your men. Now.
My duty lies with the city.
Won't help the city by leading your men to the slaughter. Damien, conversation back at the palace, remember? I'll say it again. Your men don't stand a chance.
They're like, oh crap. We can't survive against them. We're all gonna die.
Men, tend to the wounded and prepare to march out.
Doing the right thing. Now listen close. Silver. That's what you want to use against vampires. Your alchemists, order them to produce as much vampire oil as they can. Churn it out in gallons. Then coat your blades with it. Keep an eye out for Alps and Bruxae. The shapely ones resemble women. There one moment, gone the next. Bombs containing silver splinters are a pretty good idea.
Thank you, Witcher. I hope you're worth the coin the Duchess pledged you. And that you'll return with the head of the wretch that did this, skewered on a hook.
Yeah, about that. Also.
Got a different plan.
And what would that be?
All I can say just now is I'm gonna need Sienna.
You know the Duchess's decision. Sienna awaits her trial, in custody.
Yeah, I know it. Doesn't mean I have to agree with it.
You've that luxury. I do not. I've sworn my loyalty to her grace.
Folk are dying. Many more will, because of one.
If her grace learns I helped you, my head will roll.
And mine'll come right after. Still willing to take the risk. See, I'm wasting my time here.
Wait. When last I saw Sienna, her grace was escorting her to the palace playroom.
Playroom? As in, for children? You sure?
I've served in the ducal palace for years. I know its every corner. So yes, I am damn sure.
Playroom? So what, Duchess locked Sienna up in a dollhouse?
Honestly, I've no clue.
Something like that.
Look, I've told you what I saw. What you do with it is no concern of mine.
Got it. I'll look into it. You get back to your barracks. Retrace my steps. Path ought to be clear.
Well, at least I
Gotta
bought.
signal Regis. Have him join me.
Hi, bird.
Tell Regis to meet me in the palace. We need to get to the playroom.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. You could technically go do the other stuff, too. If you really want to. You cannot fast travel right now. You have to go right back to the... You have to walk all the way back.
Welcome to the capital of Tucson.
Welcome to the capital Tucson. Everything's fine, hell. Not like we're all dying horribly.
Ground splattered with blood for a few feet around. A lot of it.
Hey, look, it's more vampires. I don't like you. How's it? Lieutenant. I'm gonna make one more of these comparisons. It's been a while since I've done this, but vampires. According to the Gwent deck, Fletchers, Garkins, Ekimors, and Bretzer are all 4s. Somehow a Catacan is a 5. How? I don't even know. Because I'm pretty sure if any of them should be a 5, it's the Bretzer. Pretty sure the Bretzer should be at least a 7 or an 8, maybe even 9, given how tedious it is to fight. But the Monster Gwent deck doesn't make sense. It just doesn't.
Kind of you to summon me. I thank you wholeheartedly. Beyond the doors, the playroom. Found one of my brethren sniffing about. I made sure he'd stay out of our way.
Shit. Probably meant to stand guard at Anna Henrietta's personal request. Locked. Of course. Regis, rather not have a fist fight with this door. Would you mind?
Not at all.
Poof. That's convenient, isn't it?
Thanks.
At your
God,
service.
could be so slow opening the door. Thanks, Regis. Definitely a
Utter
pass.
silence. No one here.
We should look around at least.
Well, well. A key tucked behind a picture.
We're probably gonna need that. Let's see. Oh,
A
Regis.
rocking horse. Rather worn. I suppose it got a lot of use.
I was looting that stuff. I'd rather not have to punch it.
Miniature tableware. And plush toys. Cute.
Tea party.
Nice tune.
Indeed, pleasant. It mirror, mirror on the wall. I despise these things.
Okay then. Ooh, a journal.
What the? Found a notebook. Property of Isabelle de Roquefort, court governess. The notes of Siana and Anna Henrietta's governess when they were little.
I'm not sure it will help, but I suppose there's no harm in leafing through them.
Yep.
Siana gave me a drawing today
Charming.
of freshly decapitated bodies covered in blood.
And perhaps not so
Well,
much.
there you
I
go.
asked her why ever she would draw such a thing. Her Highness claimed it was a rendering of nightmares which have plagued her for as long as she can remember. Siana does wake up screaming nearly every night, save when she shares a bed with Henrietta. Curse of the Black Sun. Supposedly girls afflicted by it had horrible dreams. Kind of horrible that made some of them go mad.
Well, there you go.
The girls quarreled today. I must note rather sadly they did not behave as befits future ladies. The incident devolved into fisticuffs.
Fisticuffs.
Anna Henrietta was first to strike her sister. Siana gave back as good as she'd gotten. By the time I separated them, Henrietta had lost 2 teeth. She ran off to complain to her parents. His Grace the Duke refused to believe my version of events. He laid all the blame on Siana and vowed to punish the little one harshly. Henrietta did her best to have her sister's sentence commuted, but the Duke and Duchess proved unbending.
Once you're labeled a black sheep, it's so hard to shed that reputation.
Apparently so.
Today I accompanied the girls for the first time to the land of 1,000 fables. We spent half the day there.
Huh.
First we played with Thumbelina, then with Barbarossa, who proved quite the charmer for a brigand and pirate.
I'm beginning to suspect Isabelle de Roquefort wrote in her diary after taking a powerful hallucinogenic. Cannabis rudularis, for instance, or...
Shh, don't interrupt. I tip my cap to Master Artorius Figo for his achievement. He has proved he has no equal in the arcane arts.
Wait, Artorius was the court mage here, a specialist in illusions, which means...
Regis, last warning. Stop interrupting or I'll seat you in a corner. The girls told me if I ever wish to visit alone, I need but crack open the Land of 1,000 Fables and utter out loud the incantation Expecto Ludum.
A book as the key to an illusion. My, this grows more interesting by the minute.
Mages sent by the Conclave arrived today. They came to examine Siana. I cannot know what conclusions they drew, but His Grace now seems clearly upset.
Curse of the Black Sun. There's no doubt then that she was diagnosed with the syndrome symptoms.
Or had that label planted on her. It goes on. I dared ask the Duke what would become of the girl. He did not reply. I tutored the girls in Nilfgaardian today. Siana applies herself so, though she has great difficulty memorizing new vocabulary. Lady Henrietta seems more gifted in this regard, yet also prone to impish behavior. When she thought me out of earshot, she called me a blood accuser. She and Siana laughed so hard they almost choked. Blooda is damned, or cursed. What's Cusa?
In the melodious tongue of our none-too-friendly neighbors to the south, the word describes the many-petaled flower that blooms in that place we so unmelodiously call the crotch.
Well, there you go.
Realize this might sound improbable, but maybe, just maybe, Anna Henrietta tossed Siana into that illusion.
Not impossible. She would be safe there, and isolated. We must see.
Fine.
Where's that book?
Well, time to go investigate. It's probably in there. Okay, it's definitely in there. The book. The Land of 1,000 Fables. Jeez, that is a big book, though.
Let's see.
Suppose we got probably all of them. But we got all of them stories.
Expecto Ludum.
So yeah, this is why I usually choose this path. Well, why I've chosen it every single time. Except for the time where we did it, and that one fail. Or the last fail. Just to see how the other path is.
Regis? Regis!
Apparently he didn't come with me. But yeah. I mean...
Land of 1,000 Fables. Incredible.
I mean, you can either basically watch children get eaten.
Let's see where this road
and
takes
get your
me.
ass handed to you by a frickin' vampire with more plot armor than, well, the rest of us.
I have Nihelines going wild. Whole land's an illusion, but so powerful there's no way to dispel it.
Or you could come here. I saw Whoopertinger. Yep, Whoopertingers. Whoopertingers are basically like, jackalopes. Welcome to the Land of 1,000 Favors, said. On a journey of wonder, enjoy yourselves. One especially remain stable until June Trail 52.
Whoa, that should be interesting.
Oh god, it's past that, isn't it? Wow, this is gonna be interesting. So I'm not even sure if I'm going the right way. Don't think it really matters. Oh, I'm supposed to follow the yellow brick road. Hey, look. Yellow. Whoa. Oh, hey, you guys. You know what? Making this difficult.
Damn it. And this is a playground for two little girls? Something's not right.
Something isn't right. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow
Bloody
brick road.
hell, let him out!
Voices?
He gobbled up my gingerbread. Now it's...
Follow the yellow brick road. Oh, great. Hansel and Gretel?
Hands off my hearth, dearie. You wouldn't want me to
Oh
get
god, that
cross.
nose.
Then you open it.
Hi. How are you?
Now, who's this? A lost traveler? You're not supposed to be here, sweetie. Why, you're old. Old and pale. But never worry. A bit of butter, a bit of spice, and you'll make a tasty morsel. Just
Oh,
as
God.
soon as I catch you.
Got a broom. Just go kick her ass. Oh god. Oh.
Come now. You cannot possibly fear a few magical plants.
I know he's hooking hard on okay, cool. Still okay, man.
No, that soup smells more vile than a rotting carcass. Careful she doesn't douse you.
Stop that. Freaking bubble.
Ugly bastard.
There we go.
Felicitations, Witcher. It seems you've won.
Stop that. Freaking broom.
What the hell was that?
The Wicked Witch. Well, you've heard of her, haven't you? Now, where did you put that key?
Listen, how'd you come by a weapon?
It's Prince Charming's. He no longer needs it.
Here it is.
Thank you. She'd have begged me for certain if you'd not... Sienna? Is that you?
It's been years, Jack.
Have you
Oh.
come to play?
No,
Jack?
I just want your beans, so you can breathe easy.
Beans. What beans?
Try not to interrupt. Well,
We sure had more
where are they?
Sienna,
fairy tales.
I'm sorry, but I haven't got them.
Oh, something tells me you're lying. Perhaps you wish to play the old games after all, hmm? This little piggy went to market. This little piggy went home. For instance.
I'm telling the truth. I swear it. Henrietta, she ordered them buried all over so you wouldn't be able to leave.
Where?
I don't know. But Joss, the boy with the thing for wolves, he should know. He sticks his nose in everyone's affairs.
He had better know, because if not, I'll find you and we'll have ourselves a little talk. Understand? Now shoo!
Thing that bothers me though is,
Alright. So why is it you're here?
well, we'll get to it shortly. Okay, I can explain it now. Thing that bothers me though is, this book is very big, very thick. It certainly we're actually a bit limited on the actual amount of fairy tales in here. Like, there's a good amount of fairy tales in this, but it doesn't add up with how many of, the actual book's size. I would assume that there's technically more to it, it's just, well, limited space and all that. Anyway, yeah, I came to look for my
Searching for my lost childhood. Wound up at Kaer Morhen as a little boy. Don't quite remember how. Never had any toys. Never played any games. What do you think? Why might I be here? It's Dettlaff. He's trying to force Anna Henrietta's hand. Wants her to release you. Summoned monsters to attack Beauclair.
Sounds like Dettlaff, all right. But I doubt you came all this way just to bring me up to speed on current events. So get to the point, please.
Isn't it obvious? Offering to be your ally. We both want you out of here. You because you want your freedom back. Me because as soon as you meet with Dettlaff, he'll put an end to the chaos in the city.
You exposed me. I landed in prison because of you. Now you come to beg my help, I dare say. My life is full of surprises, isn't it? Well, normally I'd tell you to sod off. But, from what you say, folk are dying who have nothing to do with this. Not part of the plan. Dettlaff was only to kill those who deserved it. No one else. Fine, Witcher. I accept your offer. Consider us allies. Shake on it.
So, what's this place about? What's this place about?
This place. Tell me something more. It's an illusion, right?
Yes. Created by Arturius Vigo. Anna Henrietta and I would come here to play out scenes from our favorite fables.
Which didn't seem like she was playing.
Magical entropy. Without maintenance, the spell gradually disintegrates over time. It grows wild.
Your sister chose a dangerous place for your prison.
It's deceptive. Provided I don't provoke them, the fairy tale characters don't attack me. But you don't belong here. So you had best be on your watch.
Since you brought it up, the knights Dettlaff killed. What exactly did they do to you? Crespi, Dulac, Lacroix, Peyrac Peyran?
Not a memory I enjoy revisiting, but I suppose you deserve to know.
So time to learn the reason.
When my parents disowned me, they ordered those very knights to escort me beyond the duchy's borders. All did so without uttering a single word in my defense.
Like you said, they had their orders.
But Crespi was not ordered to beat me unconscious with a horsewhip after my first attempt at escape. And Dulac had no instructions to deny me food and abuse me. I learned something then. Knights are not so chivalrous when no one's watching.
Well, there you go.
That explains a lot.
Shocked, aren't you? You must have thought you had me pegged. Before bothering to hear my side. Everyone does that.
Curse of the Black Sun. That's why you were banished, right?
Twisted princesses, mutants. I'm certain you've heard of us.
Even met one of you. Renfrey of Craden.
And? Was she truly monstrous?
She was cruel, that's certain. But what caused it? The curse or what she went through? Asking myself to this day.
You killed her, didn't you?
Had no choice.
Funny. Mum said the same when she tossed me out of the house.
So, what's with the beans? Mind explaining?
Certainly. But you must gird yourself with patience. There are 2 ways out of this land. My darling sister blocked one when she tossed me in here. The other's up there, in the clouds.
She made it hard, but not impossible to access by concealing the beans.
Still don't understand.
Don't fret, just listen. That boy, that was Jack, of Beanstalk fame. You know the tale?
Jack climbed a gigantic beanstalk to a giant's castle, high up in the clouds.
There
As
you
we
go.
shall do if we can just find those blasted beans. There are 3. 1 red, 1 blue, 1 yellow.
Stalk won't sprout from just one?
No, because it must transpire exactly as it did in the tale. Clear now? So we must find Joss. Perhaps he will be able to help us. You lead.
Okay.
Joss can usually be found wandering the glade at the foot of the mount. It's some distance from here, past the witch's house to the right. So, what exactly is happening in the city?
Bloodshed, a massacre, which is why we gotta hurry.
You
Ooh,
needn't.
fortune that.
Time flows differently in the Fable Sphere. We can stay here a week, yet outside mere minutes will have passed.
Well, there you go. So we don't really have to hurry. Enjoy our time. Following the yellow brick road.
Watch out! Pixies! Ugly and fierce.
They're not really that threatening. They're a lot worse in New Game.
Not the friendliest pixies I've met.
They were put here to protect the Fable Sphere from intruders. Meaning you.
Well then. But I want to ride the pink one. Oh, so where was she? Yoo-hoo. Where did she...
Oh, unicorns!
We must
Oh.
catch them. We won't have to walk everywhere then.
I call the pink one.
But I want the pink one. Oh yeah? Oh, I'm getting a pink one too.
Let's go!
Oh, I have to actually hop on the right one. Fine.
Exciting, isn't it? Reminds me of my childhood.
Reminds me of something altogether different.
Care to elaborate?
No.
Rather not. Hey,
So pretty. Ow, my eye. It's too pretty for my eye.
What now, you piece of filth?
I was gonna say,
That's Joss. Blast! They're going to rip him in 6.
do the World Cow ad magic or not? I think they count as regular. No, I think they do count as magic. They just have a lot more health than I'm expected of wolves.
Relax, it's over.
No, it's not. There's more. Another wolf behind you.
Ignore him. He always lies.
Aha, boy who cried wolf. Still does, I suppose. And doesn't, when they actually appear.
The one and only. Listen, you little chit. Jack said you know what's become of his 3 beans.
I don't know anything. Not one thing. And besides, watch out! Wolves!
Uh-huh. So, red bean.
This'll be interesting. Right, let's get to it. Let's say for a minute you know what happened to the red bean. Where wouldn't it be?
For certain, no one swallowed it. Oh no, definitely not that.
Of course not. But say someone didn't. Who would it be that didn't swallow it?
A human. The most human-y human in the land of 1,000 fables.
The Lord.
Everyone! Wolves! Run!
Okay, so how about the blue?
Bet you haven't heard what happened to the blue bean. Maybe? Not at all? Right?
I've heard it lies about somewhere, out in the open.
Just like that? No one guarding it?
Nobody. 3 times over. Help! Wolves!
Yellow bean. Don't know a thing about it, right?
It's somewhere very, and I mean very deep. So deep, in fact, it's completely underground.
And who has it?
A bold farmhand, who in no way and not at all awaits someone. Not in the slightest. Good folk! Wolf!
Say that word one more time and I'll chop you up. Feed you to the fishes. Understood?
Whoa. Oh, we gotta go.
Alright, we should go.
Watch out for wolves!
I'm gonna argue you into a tree.
Tough to talk to, that one.
Was it, though? You need merely remember he always lies. Or more precisely, reverses the truth.
Where to now?
Well, now we
I'm
know.
not sure. We should visit some of the other fables. The meaty ones, that is. Perhaps then Joss's hints will make more sense. It's just a few. Red Riding Hood, piglets and bears, 3 of each. And Goldilocks, of course. Then Longlocks, and a little lass who sells flint.
Fine. Let's get to work.
Let's get to work. Shall we? Well, there's my point. Still a bit more before I can get those, though. Oh well.
Incredible. You must have loved this place.
I did at first. But children get bored quickly. Even tea parties with a whole cackle of princesses eventually turn dull and routine.
What did you do then?
Dropped a duck egg in the swan's nest once, that sort of thing. Stole the pea out from under the princess, who sleeps to this day, I think. Oh look! The Emperor of Nilfgaard! He's come out to show off his new robe.
Ah, yes.
Stunning, are they not? My new robes
Emperor's new
absolutely
clothes.
stunning. Such exquisite robes, the world's never seen. My new attire reveals itself but to the wise and cultivated.
Yep, totally. Whoopatingers. Oh yeah. Ah, yes, the difference between a Whoopatinger and a jackalope is Whoopatingers have wings, right. Yep. It's being followed by rats. This place is great. Pities.
Rats faster!
How could you forget that everyone's being murdered outside?
Flint! Cigars!
Hey, it's Bertha Boots.
Stop prodding me and find the beans.
But before we do that... Geez, the Joker's already stuffing things under my mattress. I warned you for the last time, if I catch you, I'll have you lashed, scarred, flayed, and finally torn apart by horses. I'll take any unwanted children off your hands. Child you once preferred. The skinny ones won't be turned away. Tobacco, fish tech, and liquor from absence to Everglow. The customer's always right. The girl herself at all. For me knows the girl herself's flint. Well, there you go. Last night's ball, identically with blue eyes and blonde hair, tied up in a bun. Circa midnight, she left, leaving behind a glass slipper. Join the land of 1,000 favors is to appeal before me to try on the slipper and try to determine the lady's identity. In due course, proposed matrimony for her to appeal will be punishable by flogging. When my egg thatcher did something ugly, I suspect Madame Duck cheated on me with one of the said swans. Though she denies everything, I'll pay good coin for evidence of her guilt. It's into this a contract. In this favorite land, someone is after me. Ever since I moved here from the castle in the clouds, I feel like I'm being watched. Help me for it's too late. Babine the goose. No, it's the goose that lays golden eggs. Yes, I know, Josh says it's him, but it's not. Well, there you go. We have a contract.
Contract from a goose. That's new.
What's the journal?
Do you really aim to concern yourself with that?
Yeah,
A true witcher should never abandon poultry in distress.
exactly. Oh, it's the girl who sells flint.
Care for a cigarillo? A bit of tobacco? A dab of fistek?
Remind me, what tale are you from?
Sold flints when I was a lass, but no one bought them, so I branched out. Now I deal in snuffs, puffs, all sorts of fun things. What'll you have, sweeties?
Well, there you go.
Magic beans. Do you have any?
If it's not the new name of some kicker I already have, dearies, then no. But maybe you'd like some.
Hey, where'd you get that ribbon? That's mine.
Is that so? Then why was it lying in the bushes? Finders keepers, sweetheart.
So, what's the deal with
The ribbon. Mind explaining what the fuss is about?
There's not much to explain. I got it from Aturius Vigo when I was a child. It was to protect me from evil. It clearly didn't work, given how I ended up.
But it means a lot to you.
How should I put this? I have so few mementos from my childhood, and the ribbon reminds me of the good old days, when I was someone else.
The ribbon's important.
Yes. Could you continue this touching scene elsewhere, You're scaring away my customers.
What customers? Purse?
Give Sienna the ribbon. Why not, huh?
Sugar plum. The only thing I hand out for free is a first hit. To get them to come back for a second, of course. For all else, you've got to pay.
What if I asked you nicely?
Ask me nicely and I might play you for it. A round of cards?
Even in the Tower of Fables.
All right, let's play. If you lose, you give me the ribbon.
Don't get your hopes up. None can best me at Gwent.
But the girl's gonna kick my ass. Bring out the good deck. Where's my Northern Realms? Square Tower. First, they don't want that. That one, maybe. Hey, look, it's this combination again. One of them, and one of them. I always end up with that. Nothing too great here. Well, sadly. Oh well, we'll play it and see how it goes. So I just want to pass, but we'll play and see how it goes, I said. You just nerfed yourself. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? That's not bad card to play. Wish I had a Scotch. You already nerfed yourself, why are you doing? Yeah, no one of those. That's a bit sad. It's probably gonna scorch that. I was like, please don't play that though. Running out of cards, aren't you? Fine, you have to start winning, don't I? Now that's a perfect card to play. Sure to play that card first. 'Cause I have nothing here for you to wipe. Oh, did I sip? I seriously got no one of those. It's always my luck. Oh, now you're playing your good cards. Oh, it shouldn't be enough to win, hopefully. Well, it might actually be enough to win. Nope, just enough.
Rumpole, you're good at this. A word once given. The ribbon's yours. Now skedaddle.
Huzzah!
All right. Tell me
What?
what you want in return. You're not doing this out of the kindness of your heart.
Don't want anything in return.
Thank you.
There we go.
This Longlock's tower?
Indeed. It's even taller than I remembered.
Wait. What Joss said about the third beam, remember?
In the possession of a bold farmhand somewhere deep beneath the ground. Yes, this must be it. Let's go. It always grapple up her braid in the past, but I don't see it anywhere.
We'll find another way up.
That's something I want first. Something I want first. Oh crap, I don't see it. Where is it? Ah, there it
Knight's
is.
strange. Doesn't look like he's out of any fairy tale I know. Wonder how he got here.
In past times, Henrietta and I would occasionally run into them here. You see, knights errant far outnumber princesses in the real world, so some knights would sneak into the playroom, then into this land, in search of their fairy tale damsels. That's all.
Only to be shredded to bits by a swarm of pixies. Irony's delicious.
But look. The hell. He also has this sword. But oh god, it's hell. So I could technically wear the 2-cent armor. And be glorious. How about the sword? Sword's basically a magic sword. Basically. And boosts all your magics, all your signs.
Will-o'-the-wisp. Think it's got something to show us.
Careful. It's not to be trusted.
Too bad I'm trusting it. Distracted, I'm supposed to be doing stuff. This fair is going to have longer than Love One. Might just be showing me what the night was. Who knows? Thanks. Thanks. So you didn't know what the night was? Anyway, we have stuff to do. As much as I want to stick around here forever, we have to progress.
Could pull myself up here, and I'll have to make that jump.
If you say so, I shall wait down here if it's all the same. Climbing's not my strong suit.
Prince's corpse. Tried to free Longlocks, but fell and broke his neck.
So pretty. Oh, whoa. Was not prepared. And up the tower we go. Oh.
Too late!
Nope, she's a banshee. Or banshee, whatever you want to call him. He's also regenerating health. No. Another zero thing.
Hanged herself by her own hair.
Way too long. No. Ooh, magic food. Magic food, I think, is actually an 80. Expensive toys.
Yellow bean. Here it is. Would have stunk to climb all that way for nothing.
I could, if I really want to, just sit here and loot that for, you know, for it. Oh, but it's not 250. Well, that's actually disappointing. Huzzah!
So?
Got the bean, but Longlocks. Seems she got sick of waiting for a knight in shining armor.
Can you blame her? Men these days, dandies and fops all.
That why you cozied up to a vampire?
Detlef was a tool, and only a tool.
Too bad he didn't know that.
I trust no one. Learned that long ago. Now it's his turn.
To use him. Was that your plan from the start?
No. At first I was simply intrigued. Do you know the story? It was in Matina, a few years past. I'd gone there to pass some loot off to a fence I know. We were hashing out the terms when in walked Detlef. He said he'd come to sell a silver candlestick. He gripped it through a cloth. That caught my eye.
So,
I followed him out, observed him
even
from a
high
distance,
vampires
but he
don't
caught
really
on
like
quickly.
silver.
Yeah, superhuman senses will do that.
He turned down a blind alley. I followed. He jumped out from behind a crate, baring his teeth. I suppose he'd wanted to frighten me. Alas, he didn't in the least. After all, I'm a monster too, am I not?
A higher vampire and you were unimpressed? Don't know if that's brave or just plain foolish.
I've always had a way with ostensibly dangerous, quiet types.
That's supposed to be about me too?
Ugh, bother, I hate to disappoint you, Geralt, but your belly button is not the center of the known world. Though, you do remind me of him a bit. Stifling all emotions inside you. Ever feigning indifference. You see, when I met Detlef, Somehow I knew, call it intuition, that he meant me no harm, that he was trying to frighten me off, for he too was scared. Now do you understand?
I guess.
So
What happened then?
We talked, then met up once, twice, 3 times. Enough that he became infatuated. I truly enjoyed it at first, but only at first. He did not love like a man, but like an animal, madly, deeply, unconditionally, wildly. To return such a feeling, anyone would be hard-pressed, let alone someone as twisted as I am.
So there came a day you just up and disappeared.
Yes, there was no other way. Let's just be friends, or I don't deserve you. He'd never have understood that sort of thing. But then, once I decided to return, clean up some old affairs, I remembered him and concluded he could still be of use.
Playing with fire, that.
Definitely. And either I'll get burned, or I'll burn all else down. No other options.
Got a history with Dettlaff now, so this meeting will be different. Not afraid?
I can handle him.
Mm-hmm. Sure about that?
You look at him as a witcher and see a monster. I know what he's really like. You needn't worry. It's time to go. Just a bit more work and we'll be able to say sort off to this fecking fable sphere.
Well, that's one match being. However, I was gonna go see the duck, wasn't I? Goose, whatever. Tiny village.
Hey, watch it.
Oh, hi,
Hey,
Thumbelin.
watch it.
Oh, the house is a lot. Can I? However, great.
You stepped on Thumbelina! That was my favorite tale!
Why's that?
Because it wasn't about a princess. Tales about princesses are insufferable.
Whoops. I totally stepped with them. We only want to try to destroy the frickin' town. Whoops. Don't think I've ever done that.
Oh, the 3 little pigs' homes. You know the story, don't you?
There's the
Who's
Emperor.
afraid of the big bad wolf?
Looks like Big Bad's already blown down the houses of straw and sticks. Brick's the only one left.
We should look inside. Remember Joss's words?
One bean lies out in the open, guarded by 3 nobodies. Yeah, could be it.
I'm surprised that worked.
Ugly and fierce.
Spread. Vandal. Get him.
Pub watch, they didn't like that. Rats bastards.
Well, there you go. That's 2 now.
The Big Bad Witcher huffed and puffed, and look, got a bean.
It cannot be.
What cannot be?
You actually have a sense of humor.
Sort of.
Why so shocked?
Well, when you arrived, all you did was pout and mumble things in that graphily monotone. And now this. A jest. And a good one at that.
Huzzah!
But here we are chatting away when there's work to do.
Uh-huh.
We must keep looking.
There is work to do.
So, do you like it here?
No, got a problem with magic in general. Illusions, portals, all that. Don't trust any of it.
A bow of old-fashioned tastes, eh? I like that.
She's flirting with us for some reason. And then where's that goose? I always press that button. I'm gonna throw it this way. Why is it over here though? Well, there's the borders of the realm. I'll just do.
A feather, broken. It was a fight.
What was over here?
A bridge. Red pepper underneath.
A red pepper underneath a bridge. There goes him.
Goose feathers. Must have been flapping its wings.
Watch out,
Just get blood.
pixies!
Oh, perhaps.
I shall
Red
butcher you.
pepper. Could have been the troll under the bridge. Could have been the troll under the bridge. I'm just assuming hell.
Hey, there, in the trees. Some kind of camp?
The goose is ours! A golden eggs as well!
Question is, are they... Remember, everything's magic.
Ugh, ugly and fierce.
Everything is magic.
But why keep her in a cage? Eggs from free-range birds are so much better. Oh well, where's the key?
Here it is. Got it. Good thing you posted that notice. Never would have found you otherwise.
Oh look, she laid a golden egg for you.
And there you go.
If only all my employers were that generous. Would have preferred a magic bean, but not about to complain.
How much that thing's worth? Oh. Apparently it's like I consume it. Don't know why I want to.
Did you really travel all the way here for a contract?
Nature of the job.
I don't believe it. You must have had another reason.
Well, spent a few idyllic months in Beauclair some time past. Part of me wanted to come back, I
Yes, I
think.
adored her. My darling little sis. So adorable. So sweet. Yet when they banished me from the palace, she didn't so much as peek out of the window.
She might not have known. Maybe just couldn't.
And could she also not grant me amnesty once she was crowned? Please.
Get the point. Oh, hi, unicorn. Oh, there's a bit bad wolf.
Hello? Can we talk?
Schwumbroch, my head! Damn it all! I swear that was the last time I drank with Redbeard. Oh, Sienna, a bloody long time it's been. You've changed.
Whereas you, not at all, big bad wolf. Though it seems you've started running with the wrong crowd.
And who should I run with, eh? Thumbelina? One shot and she's under the table. But, what brings you?
Sort of dead.
Listen, Looking for magic beans. Seen any?
I was given one for safekeeping, but...
Where is it? Talk!
But yeah.
Shh, not so loud.
Oh, I can be much louder than this. And resort to other means of persuasion.
Right there, the threats. Sienna to a T. Listen, I exist to restage a fairy tale. If you want to play at it, I'll be happy to oblige. But it won't be easy. The thing is, Little Red Riding Hoods popped her clogs.
What?
1,000 times they cut my gut open, filled it full of rocks and drowned me in the river. So once you stopped coming, I decided to repay the little imp for all her loving labor. Who now rots at the bottom of the well, she and the hunter, which means we can't play, and I'm under no obligation to talk to you, not about beans, nor anything else. So leave me be. Sod off.
Well then. I need to hop in the well, don't I?
Wolf's pretty cranky.
Surprised? Think about it. He was cast in the role of the Nemesis without ever asking for it.
Well, there you go.
It's a dog's life, I tell you.
So, what now?
Don't
Obviously,
worry.
I have to jump in
I'll
the well.
play with him. Or rather, play him. I just need that little red hood. The piece of apparel, that is. Not the poor girl's corpse.
That's a relief.
You wish to help me? Here's your chance.
Jump
in the well and fish it out. Well, chop chop.
And who knows about the three barrels? Houses. House.
All right. Then we'll jump in the well.
Break a leg.
Probably not. Oh, that was simple. I just need to figure a way out. Gotta swim in the water. Okay. Yep.
Any luck?
Yep. Look what I got.
There's
That
dog
would never
standing
fit you.
on
Give it to me.
horse, cat, yeah.
How do I look?
Well, there you go.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Let's go see the big bad wolf.
Let me guess. You'll play the granddaughter.
Mm-hmm. And you, the hunter.
What I can do, I can do.
You again? I thought I was clear. I will not talk to you if Little Red Riding Hood is not with you.
Not a problem. Sienna can take her place.
What? Very well. It's not as if I can forbid you. Granddaughter, come closer, sweetie.
But, Grandmama, what big eyes you have.
Better to see you with, my dear.
Granny, what big arms you have.
The better to embrace you with, my dear.
And Grandmama, what big teeth you have. Eh?
The better to eat you with, my dear.
I shall butcher you.
For this bad world. He's getting wrecked. He doesn't know what to do. Alright, rather stamina. Certainly werewolves aren't really that impressive.
Show me what you got.
Like, they really aren't that impressive. I was
Remember
living
what
that.
Joss said about the red bean? A human has it, and he definitely didn't swallow it.
Mm-hmm. Gotta open his belly. Bottle caps, fake teeth, a corkscrew. Ah, here it is. Red bean.
There you go.
Ah, at last we have them all.
Huzzah.
What?
Now, I find myself wondering if you're just horribly discreet, or if those mutations completely scrubbed away your curiosity. Are you really not interested in what happened? In what became of me after they cast me out?
You're just that's interesting. You think, no, just tell
Well,
me.
since you brought it up, I'd gladly hear the rest. Let's see. They'd escorted you out of the duchy.
Yes, and the noble knights of Toussaint, I didn't stop until we reached the Ketdu wilderness. They left me there alone, without a copper, in a torn lace dress, right when the frosts were setting in. They assumed something would eat me, or that I'd do everyone a favor and die of hunger. But as always, I failed to live up to expectations. I wandered the woods for a week, went purple from the cold, gnawed the bark from twigs. Finally, I saw a light among the trees. A campsite. They were bandits, bearded, drunk, spattered with blood. I was sure they'd rape me or kill me, or both.
Take it neither happened?
That's when I learned a robber and a murderer can be a better man than a knight in shining armor. They took me in, we set off for Nazaire, and I did what I could to repay them. I advanced in their ranks rather quickly. Eventually, I became their leader. Of the whole ragged band.
Maybe you
Should have stayed there, maybe.
Perhaps. Perhaps I should have forgotten everything, started a new life.
been abandoned, Green.
But you know what? There came a point when I thought, you wanted a monster. Then a monster you shall get.
It's a bit hard to forgive
Been
her,
through a lot.
I
honestly,
have.
but she's been through a
And
lot
throughout
too.
this time, my sister was stomping grapes and shagging minstrels on down bedding.
She wasn't the one to banish you.
And I'm not angry at her for that. I'm angry at her because she forgot about me. Right. We've had our chat. Come.
So there's basically your reasoning right there. That's just scary. The unicorn had your... Why? And there you are. There's the Emperor. What about the 3 Bears house? I want to go over now. I want to investigate.
3 bears.
3 stools, 3 beds, 3 bowls.
One a bit too big, the other too small, the third just right. Blonde curls. Rest of the body's too mutilated. Hard to say anything.
She got what she deserved, as I see it. Always
This
took what she
sucks doing
wanted
that
without
for
asking.
Bears are sadly not that great. Like they're all big and they're, you know, strong, but they're not really that great. They're disappointing, honestly. And I'm a fan of bears. I didn't mean to. It's gonna be at my Everett. I live with the bell hide. Bell hides are heavy. Look, I want one just because. Yeah, so going there is pointless. Though it would make sense if you think about 3 nobodies. Oh, hey, look, more testes. Where else there is? Oh well. I think it's time we leave this place though. So we must plant the magic beans.
Damn, you're ugly.
This is the spot. Pull out the beads.
I want you, I think. I mean, that red cloak does add your complexion. So wait, do I have to? Ah, here we go.
Wait!
Why?
The stalk will sprout abruptly. Very abruptly. We must be careful. All right, toss them!
Very abruptly, yeah.
Something's always gotta go wrong.
There.
The home stretch.
Did you just... Apparently we just copped a feel while pushing it back. So now we have to climb. I thought she said she doesn't really isn't really that much of a climber. But now we have this thing that's even more of a climb. Oh boy, is it a climb. It's probably been several hours.
Incredible.
Admire the view later. First, we must deal with...
Oh hey, it's a giant.
him.
I'm not so worried about just walking. Oh god. What is this sorcery? I forgot how to fight. So I'm just gonna do what I do with most things. Just spin. I was waiting to use this, but there.
For a fairy tale creature, that was one tough son of a wench.
I told you this land had gone ape mad, though I did not expect it to be so severe.
Can't help thinking you might have done that on purpose.
Why ever would I have?
To get rid of your guard, your captor. Getting close to the exit at this point. Probably think you don't need me anymore.
Well, you're wrong. You still stand to be quite useful to me.
Wait, what? What?
That's so? How? Plan to use me like you did Dettloff?
No, I need you for a purpose far simpler. Oh, don't just stand there and stare. I need a man, Geralt, and I'm not afraid to say it. I have no idea what awaits me once we leave this place. Treat it as my last wish.
Let her have you her way. Well, there you go. Because apparently getting all this way up here and carrying a giant put her in the mood, so... This here is a good scene though. And we see our capes. Oh, stars are flowing. But the cape. I still have mine at least. Well, there you go. Over to them and our content planes. But you didn't get the cape back.
Just gonna go our separate ways? No parting words?
Did you wish to tell me something?
Actually, that'd probably be best.
Oh my. No woman's ever treated you this way.
Not that I recall, no.
In that case, at last you felt what so many women in this world feel at times.
Well, there you go.
I just hope this tale has a happy ending. For me, for you, for everyone.
That may very well depend on you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing beyond what you heard. For now.
Foreshadowing.
Come. The exit's this way.
That may very well depend on you. AKA your choices. I want to loot the giant. I want to loot the giant. I repeat, I want to loot the giant. Hey look, the giant. I want to loot the giant. There we go.
Another will-o'-the-wisp.
Oh yes. By the way, shift. Which is a silver sword. That is basically the same as that one, but silver. That's sudden cloud coverage.
Just curious. Why do you want the heart of Toussaint and the ducal wine?
They were my right. My due.
Doubt we would have figured you out if you hadn't tried to get them. Know that, don't you?
I do, and I regret nothing. One lives but once. Here, we need but jump into the well. You first.
Wee. Now then, we sort of know how most this goes. Since we already did this. But now we're gonna do it again. Because I doubt it's gonna let me, you know, just that's it and leave. Oh god, the village is all. Well, it's only been a few minutes, so.
Portals in a fountain? Not terribly practical.
It was a secret passage. Henriette and I would use it to...
Hide from your governess, which luckily she noted down in her diary, thus I knew where to await you. Never mind that. Has the young lady agreed to help clean up the mess she's made?
She has. And stop treating me as if I were a child.
Would you prefer I treated you like the lying manipulator you are?
Calm down, both of you.
But...
No buts. Let's go. Really want to be done with this.
Yep. Come on. Yeah, I could probably end the video here. Hope y'all enjoyed. Thank y'all. Have a nice day. Next time, the actual fight again.